Welcome to Hiveswap. Oh boy, this isn't something I thought I would cover on this channel because it's a very text-heavy game, not something that's exactly fun to do if you're doing no commentary walkthroughs. Which, I mean, I guess I'm still doing. I'm just not doing them as much anymore since I've started using my voice. Haha. And also, I mean, it's technically an incomplete game. It's planned to have 4 acts, but there's only 2 acts out right now. Although, with Act 3 seeming to come closer and closer on the horizon, and I've just kind of been on a Homestuck kick recently, I thought, hey, let's do this. let's do a Let's Play of Hiveswap. Seems like a good idea. Yeah, there's, yeah. Also, if you have not touched Homestuck in any way, it's okay. You don't need to know a single thing about Homestuck, because this is designed to be like kind of a complimentary experience. Like, if you know what Homestuck is, if you've gone through it, then it does definitely enhance the experience, but it can be completely enjoyed as its own thing as well. And yeah, I think that's about all I have to say about it. So, let's start off with a new game. We'll talk more once we're more into it. Your name is... Sorry, you're going to need a minute. Okay, you gave yourself a minute to freak out because of the monster, the thing with all the legs and teeth, the one you barely got away from. Minute's up, though. You take a deep breath, let the uncertainty slip away into the toothy, arm-rattling darkness, and focus on what you know. Your name is Joey Clare. You live just outside the town of Haunt-Switch. You are, in no particular order, a puzzle solver, a semi-orphan, a dancer in multiple schools, an aspiring veterinarian, and a big sister. Speaking of, that monster, the one that barely missed eating you alive, only you're not thinking about that right now, it might be head back outside where your little brother is. You've gotta warn him. Alright, so, Hiveswap, point and click game. There is a lot to do in this Act 1. We're gonna be going for all the achievements, but that's... And of course, we're probably gonna inspect everything we can, but that's about all we're gonna really strive for. The thing is, like, we're gonna get as much dialogue, as much text as we can, but the thing about that is, well, actually, let's get into that in just a minute. And let's start looking around. It's the 11th of November. Today started off just like any other day, with another sunrise and the sound of songbirds going hog wild out there in the trees. But their songs have all but stopped, and now there's something else going hog wild out there. You don't know what it is, but it ain't birds, and it sure as heck ain't hogs. You've already marked today's date as part of your daily routine. If anyone claims that you didn't exist on the date of November 10th, 1994, you can shove that big red X right in their face and prove them wrong. Hell yeah. If we try to leave, the door to your possibly snake monster occupied hallway. You really need to let Jude know that the monster might be coming after him. We can close this little menu and get a look at some of the higher up stuff, like this. We examine the ceiling in more detail as one does. It is covered by a mural that your mom painted for you when you were very young. Later, you add the stars yourself. You're quite pleased with the results of the long-term mother-daughter collaboration. Your light fixture makes a pretty good sun when it's on. It also charges up the glow stars, both store-bought, plural, and hand-painted, singular. I think that's all we can really look at here. These glow-in-the-dark plastic stars provide a not unconvincing illusion of space for at least a few minutes after you turn off your lights. Your brother once said that they're not accurate, but you said, they are, they're just not from the point of view of Earth, and that shut him up pretty quick. Hell yeah. Yeah. We'll bring this back out. Well, there's a lot to go through here. These paintings, these posters, they resonate so powerfully with the very core of your being. The animals, the magic, the power. They whisper to you in your dreams, secrets of a better world on the other side of the stars. All the posters have the same dialogue. Now, what's this? Along with ballet, you also study tap dancing. You haven't decided which you prefer. Ballet is fun, but tap's also fun, in a different kind of way. You have considered blending the two, wearing one tap shoe and one ballet shoe at the same time, but decide to fully master both and earn the respect of your teachers before unveiling your boundary-shattering bow lap style to the world. And we can equip them. You add the tap dance abilitech to your technique. Yep, those are the words that refer to those concepts. You learned them literally just now. These will help if there's anything you need to shake up or shake off, or if you're just in the mood to shake it. Now, here's where we're gonna talk about the whole dialogue thing I was getting at. We're gonna inspect everything, but if we take this and say we use it on the calendar, yep, tap class is every Saturday morning. Your babysitter usually drives you unless, she's not feeling well. It is Saturday morning. Yeah. Use it on these. No way, you don't want to start with those nice animals, especially given their obviously incredible magical powers. Yeah. Fucking... That is something... Oh. Okay. Come on. No way, you don't want to disturb one beautiful millimeter of the amazing mural your mom painted. This applies to any conceivable item you pick up. There is dialogue for pretty much any conceivable item interaction in the game. And, because of how much that is, we're probably not gonna go for every single one of those. It would be fun, but, I think that's just a little bit too ambitious. So, we might do it at random. Like, if I just suddenly go, hey, what if I just kick the computer over? Then we might do that kind of thing, see what it says, but, I'm not gonna get every single dialogue like that. Everything else, I'm gonna go for as much as possible. I just want to make that bit clear, because, again, that is a lot. You've got more pressing concerns right now than the book report you had to hand in on Monday. Besides, none of these books are appropriate choices for a book report, according to your teachers. Your teachers seem oddly fixated on award-winning books where beloved dogs are introduced and then inevitably die. You kind of hate your teacher sometimes. Mom won this award at around the same age as you for being best at ballet. It's pretty. Okay, let's see this. They don't give ballet trophies for tap dancing, but if they did, you might just win one of these yourself someday, or maybe you'll win one for your ballet, and you decide to dream big. There's so much personality put into every aspect of this. Your babysitter gave you this for your birthday. Joey, she said, this wizard's the best. He lives in his little wizardy orb just swimming in spells and glitter. He will protect you. Look, he's doing it right now. Your babysitter loves wizards, obviously. She's pretty great. It's easy to make your very own cake, or something like that. You're really excited to get this for your birthday last year, but you ran out of the baking stuff pretty quick. You could use regular sugar and flour and whatever, but it's not like you have those things just sitting around. Who does, honestly? People with moms, you guess? You're all out of the baking stuff. You're not too busted out. You're not too busted up about it, though. You're pretty tough. Alright, that's all for that. Moving on. There's a bunch of stuff just tossed on the ground, but there's not much to look at with it, oddly enough. This is a raised and cushioned platform where you spend several hours every day unconscious and hallucinating, usually while the majority of other people on the continent are also doing the same thing. Puppy Surprise is having puppies! How many? That's a surprise! Puppy Surprise! Puppy Surprise! Whenever you look at this thing, the song from that commercial runs through your head like a snake monster on an autumn afternoon. It's a great place to stash your keepsakes where they stay as safe as a teen hiding in her bedroom from a snake monster. Oh, let's see how many we got! You reach inside the expected plush canine and... Puppy Surprise is having puppies! I have seen that commercial before, but I don't remember it. She actually came with 5 puppies, but you gave 2 away to make room for other stuff. You don't know anybody else who got 5. Some kid from school got 4 in hers, and she wouldn't shut up about it for a week. You're not one to brag, but yeah, you walked with a little spring yourself for a while after burying that quintet of pups. Maybe you 5 puppy people are just cut from a different cloth. Yes, no one would ever think to look for your precious diary key inside a plush mother dog. Least of all, your brother, who was upset that you didn't get one of the puppies. Jude can be pretty melodramatic. He's your brother! You're giving them away anyways. Fucking, you could have given them one. Speaking of precious keys, there's also a beautiful old trinket that used to belong to your mom. You have no idea what it is, but looking at it reminds you of her. Honestly, you're not sure you'd be comfortable leaving it here with everything that's going on. You collect the diary key from its plush hiding room. While you're at it, you think maybe you should keep this beautiful heirloom of your mom's close. Just a feeling. A deep, inexplicable, impossible to ignore feeling. And now we have these. Something I will try to get all the interactions for, though, is, if we use the keys together, you try to engage the keys in some sort of twisted Escher-esque impossibility wherein they may unlock each other in an infinite loop. But it fails. And of course, some people hide secret keys in the toes of their shoes. Shoes they're not actually wearing generally, you think. You've never been entirely clear on this practice, which is why you keep yours inside the womb of a toy dog. This saucy little thing always puts you in a mood to spin and grin. I think we can also do this, like clicking on a little icon. It says, these are your tap shoes. They enable you to tap dance. Your tap dancing lessons also deserve a little credit. This will open your diary. It's the key to all your most private thoughts and fantasies, so shh. Meh, there's really nothing juicy in there. You wish you led a life full of secrets worth coveting, but then again, maybe you're about to? This was your mom's, but you aren't sure what it is. It looks like a key, but to what? You have a deep down feeling that it's important somehow. Better keep it close. Hell yeah. You try to remember if Clarissa got in any jams like this. You have so much in common. Annoying little brother, computer in your room, second story bedroom, As much as you hate to admit it, Clarissa's life deviates from yours on a number of vertices. Her parents were around. She had a cool friend who was a boy but not her boyfriend. No monsters in the yard, etc. Yeah, I don't know who Clarissa is. Probably a real thing, because like a lot of these are real things. Like, you know, Puppy Surprise. Other things. This computer was real, believe it or not. Computers are a real concept. They should be pretty safe on the shelf, which is the point of shows, you suppose. Knock them down. They're a very appreciative audience, as always. Surprisingly, no one fell off the shelf this time. Your babysitter got you this junior veterinarian's med kit. It's kind of important to you, so you think you'll leave it here for now. It would really bust you up if something happened to it. This is where you keep your clothes. You consider your fashion statement to be fun and comfortable, and try to model yourself on Clarissa. Clarissa, she really does explain quite a few things, except, of course, precisely where she gets her clothes and how she manages to look great all the time. You could try on some new clothes, but what's a style montage without at least one party offering compulsory reaction shot for each outfit? Who's going to give you an affirming head nod when you finally nail it? There are important things to consider before you carelessly plunge headlong into a style montage. Yeah, you know, he's not wrong. We have more posters. One day you hope to be a veterinarian. Then you can be the one caring for fuzzy-faced baby critters. So, when someone catches you in the act of snuggling them all and tells you to take a hike, you can flash your vet badge and say you're here on professional medical business. Then they'll have to take the hike, not you. Did I look at this? Yeah, I did. Oh yeah, this. Your walkie-talkie, half of a set. Your brother has the other one. Could come in handy. Yeah. Feels a little light. Uh-oh. Yep, no batteries. You remember cannibalizing the walkie-talkie when something else needed them, but you can't recall exactly what that something else was. Well, oops. What? Oh, there's no dialogue for the empty walkie-talkie, it seems like. That sucks. You tap dance, but the walkie-talkie still doesn't work. Nuts! You really thought that was going to do it. Definitely. Maybe find some batteries? Maybe you wrote something in your diary about hiding extra batteries somewhere? Who are you kidding? Nobody ever has extra batteries. You just take them from something else that runs with batteries, like, maybe something in your closet? Sadly, the walkie-talkie doesn't run on incredibly precious heirlooms that are the only link to your dearly departed mom who you can only remember in glimpses. And of course, the computer. Your modem always makes a mighty racket logging you on. Probably not worth rolling up any hallway snacks to surf your sites right now. It's not like there's much new to see anyway. You're sure that Jude would have let you know if anyone in your web ring had updated their sites. Of course. Well, beanbags are making a big comeback lately. It beats sitting on the floor, and that's all you can really ask of a beanbag. This is Sir Bappy Pawswater, your beloved manthro chap. You tend to his fussy whims and needs when you trouble to imagine what they might be. What a daring dream to combine the finest qualities of the animal kingdom with the nobility of humanimals. Wait, you mean humanity. Anyway, Sir Bappy Pawswater will have to tend to his own fussy whims and needs for a while. You've got a lot of crap on your plate right now. And that we do. What's this? No, alright. Well, we're done with this side of the room for now. We have a whole other side to look at, though. Oh, it's the same thing. We see an actual page itself over here. Sad we can't look at that. I'd kind of like to see it. Hello. That's fine. Can I, like, select this and go whoosh? I can. Tap dancing worked. I guess it just isn't, nothing works on this side. Oh well. Anyway, well, we already looked at you. Oh, out the window. The sun has just set, making for a glorious autumn eve. As such, autumnal evening glory radiates from the heaven, kissing the clouds on its way down to earth. Stupid clouds, all untouchable and ephemeral and stuff. Ephemeral? I don't know. Fucking disclaimer, I'm not gonna know how to pronounce words sometimes, even if I really should. I really should know how to pronounce this. So I'm just gonna do that. What I just did there. Anyway, this is genuinely a beautiful little screen here. Oh, I started looking around. Looks like Jude scurried up to his treehouse to get away from that thing, unsurprisingly. He acts like it's his mission control room up there, as if a goofy kid legitimately has any secret business of that sort. Outrageous. You're not allowed up there, he says, to which you reply, you'd rather step on a rake than step foot in his rickety little nerd hut. You school him so often, you really should be pulling in a teacher's salary. You briefly muse on the metaphorical significance of the flashing light. What could it represent? The past? The future? America? It's your stupid brother. You need to get in touch with him. Well, we'll figure that out in due time. Yikes. More of them? Gentrification is a real monster. Blistering social commentary aside, you sincerely hope you and your brother aren't killed and eaten by those eyeless horrors. Remember when you were raking up those leaves, your dog knocked you over and you laughed, and then everything turned to monsters. Ah, memories. Speaking of the dog, poor puppy. Did that icky, snaky thing hurt her? Well, you'd use your budding veterinarian skills to patch her up and make it all better, but you'd also be very angry. Right now, she doesn't want to come out of her doghouse. You don't blame her. And, well, it'd be nice if those monsters were as weirded out by that weird skull fountain as you are. Unfortunately, that thing is probably monster chic. I think that's everything to look at. Yeah. Well, done with the window then. I'll be back away. Nothing else here to look at. So, let's get started on this clusterfuck. Step away so we can, Oh. I don't know what happened there, but haha. You love your video game console. You're a computer games enthusiast at heart, but you can't help but enjoy the tactical sensation of a controller in your hand as you fight evil and save animals and etc. Lots of etc. Oh, oops. That's more than enough of that. You just saved before fighting the final boss, which means you'll need a budget of several hours to fight through its various forms and anti-forms and transformations, and look, you've got a lot on your plate right now. No more of that tonight. A prodigious collection of titles for your console's hungry cartridge-shaped mouth. All the best ones are here. Well, all the ones you happen to own are here. You can spend all day listing them. There's Bubsy, Mentioning Bubsy made you feel a little queasy, so you think we'll stop there. You might go lie down for a bit, actually. Oh boy. And then posters. All these posters have unique dialogue. So let's get on this. This game is only available in Japan, but there's this kid at school who says his uncle works at a games company, and he says he gets to play all sorts of secret games before they even come out here. He runs off at the mouth like he has all this insider information and sources inside the game companies, but honestly, you think he's just desperate for attention. You tend to ignore him and focus on more pleasant things like the super cool poster. Second Mom Rules. Bubsy. What could possibly go wrong? That's what Bubsy would say if he were here. He'd never stop saying it. You'd hear it in your head, forever, echoing like screams echo across still water. It's this one. You love Block Hustle, the game of descending columns that disappear as the lines are filled, but, you could only find a poster of the American box art. I wonder if this gentleman could help me find batteries. No response from Detective Block Hustle, Private Eye. Maybe something is blocking the signal. Tragedy. Star Avenue. Ginger Rogers. Gosh, she's really something. The greatest tap dance who ever clattered gracefully across the screen. Probably? No, wait. Definitely. And still kicking. I dropped something. Got my something. Alright, well that's something to use tap dance shoes on. Your tap dancing idol, of course, after your mom, but Ginger's a close second. She's just amazing. The bounty hunter's advice for dealing with monsters would probably be to shoot them, or change your shape, or both at once. She's cool, but pretty difficult to emulate. is this one? The story keeps happening. The story keeps happening! Just look at that child like Empress. She sure looks pretty pleased with herself for someone who's only in the movie for about 5 minutes. Fuck, oh, that is a horrible, horrible parody. Hot steppin'. You don't really perform the styles of dance that make this movie such a post-pouting barn burner of a smash hits, but you certainly like to someday. Oh, can we hold a candle to it? No, that's not tap dance. Tap dance is great and fun, but it's like doing your tax at church compared to what's going on that poster. What's this? Canadian Campfire Spookums is the best. It's about these kids who get together in the woods every week, and one of them throws some dust in a fire, and then they tell a scary story. And that scary story is the episode. You guess you kind of focus more on the framing narrative than you did on the stories, but whatever. It's the best, just like you said. God, fucking... My grandma had this VHS thing. I forgot what it was called. It was kind of like that. Some kids hanging out in a treehouse. The framing was mostly just kind of an excuse to put a bunch of ads for various things. Like, oh look, you have JJ the Jet Plane, and then to play an ad for JJ the Jet Plane. And to this day, that ad is the only experience I've ever had with that show, and yet I've been irreversibly traumatized. It stays in my nightmares. I will never be okay again. And then it proceeded to have like a 40-minute long animated Bible story after that. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, Acorn Shadow. Oh boy, Detective Pony. Acorn Shadow is surprisingly dark for a show about a group of horse friends. It canters down some troubling psychological roads. Magical Animal Companion Hero Rescue is your favorite Jap animation. It's about this girl, Chica, who goes to school sometimes and has a regular life. Boring, yeah, but whenever a magical animal has been hurt, Chica becomes Princess Chica and rides her dear companion to go heal them. That's the whole thing. It's great. No fighting, just healing. You love it. And that's all the posters, I think. Except this one on Closet Door. We'll save this for right before we leave the room. Let's get to this. You really like this poster, but can't really say why. It's pretty, and you like the expression on the ballerina's face. I wonder if this is what it's like when adults go to the museum to look at actual art. You hope so. Appreciate. You give it a good, hard stare. Yeah, you're appreciating the heck out of this art. It would be difficult, if not impossible, for anyone to appreciate it more. And now, the closet. I don't think we can close that back. And in the closet, there's only one thing to actually interact with. You really get a charge out of this game. It's kind of bossy, though. Well, challenge. Alright, that's where you put the walkie-talkie batteries. You'll just take them back out. Okay, one more game for the old time's sake first. Jude's probably fine. Hell yeah. Looks like the green button isn't working. Well, nostalgia satisfied. Might as well scavenge the batteries. Alright. Before we do that, let's look at this little thing in the corner. The goal of this game is to get 4 of your colored circles in a row before your opponent who's trying to do the same. You can also theoretically connect 5 if you're kind of a showy jerk. You can even connect 6 if your opponent's just stupid. Yeah, there's enough space to connect 6 in either direction. Connect 7 if you just want to break the rules of the game. Connecting 7 is like going into the 4th dimension. Anyway, let's take a look at our shit before we combine them. Better put these back in the walkie-talkie so we can warn Jude. You don't run on batteries, you run on razzle-dazzle. It doesn't need batteries. It's more like, You try to think of a comparison to illustrate that this key isn't digital, but you just can't find the right analog. Your precious heirloom doesn't run on batteries, though. It does seem to have a strange energy to it, doesn't it? Kind of a delicate spiraling power, like a seashell warmed by the sun, or a snake coiling on a hot rock. And of course, success! The walkie-talkie works like a charm now. A charm with battery power. You feel pretty pleased with yourself. It would seem you just solved your first puzzle of many on what is sure to be a sweeping adventure full of mysterious brainbusters. Then again, putting batteries in the thing isn't technically solving a puzzle, you suppose. It's just overcoming a minor inconvenience that you created yourself using mundane, widely available modern technology. You don't care, though. You're counting it! Hell yeah. Oh boy. And, well, we have someone to talk to. So, let's do that. Oh boy, voice acting time, my favorite. Alright. I know exactly what kind of voice to give to you, but let me think of what to give Joey. Dude, you there? Are you alright? Yes! Been covertly signaling status and requesting yours, over. You mean the lantern? I don't know Morse code. Would never use such easily decipherable code, over. Enemy agents everywhere, over. Wait, over. Still unconfirmed. Vis-a-vis your condition following enemy serpent encounter, over. Please report bite status. How many and how gross, over. You're saying over way too much. You say over when you're ready to let the other person talk. It's funny, but oh boy. I'm fine. No bites, you weirdo, but thank you for asking. It was a close one. Great, was worried, over. That reminds me, after I shut the door on it, I think I heard it clopping back off down the stairs. I don't think you should leave your treehouse anytime soon. It might be head back your way. No plans of leaving current location yard crawling with Cryptid Vanguard, over. Cryptid Vanguard? Missing big picture, Joey, over. Okay, maybe be a little less obtuse then. Purely defensive posture, tactically suicidal. Monsters likely just distraction. Could have obscured additional agents on approach, over. Do you mean, like, more monsters, or? Can't discuss on unsecured channel, can't be certain who's listening. But evidence points to Antari's class conspiracy cascade, over. What? Over. Relieved you're taking this seriously. Are you totally prepared to be in forward operations, no going back now, Joey, over? I was making fun of you, dweeb. I'm not going anywhere. Trust crucial on the battlefield, Joey. Hoping presence of monsters has tipped equation away from typical skepticism, over. I trust you. Okay, that's fair. Okay. What do I need to know? Your current position not secure. Large yard-facing windows. Location compromised to enemy. Situation rapidly deteriorating. Must have gone to attic, Joey, over. The attic? Yes, the attic. Strong door, well stocked with tactical material. Take left out bedroom, go upstairs. Highest room in the house, over. I know what the attic is, Jude. It was just a weird suggestion. What else is new? More inscrutable rambling from my treehouse lunatic brother. Don't understand? You sounded confused. Trying to help, over. Look, just shut up, okay? I'll sneak up there, lock the door, and you can... call her a babysitter. Too late to reach her at lab, working day long done, over. No, you're right. Agreed on both counts. Babysitter capable striver, could help tip scales. Might also help convince you to get to safety. Dude, I'm going to go to the stupid attic, okay? I'm sorry for being mean. Do you have your weapon, over? Oh, sure don't. Why would I keep that thing around? Serpents swarming everywhere, over. You want me to fight them with a flashlight? Don't blame me for being nervous with a high concentration of serpent presence. Must be brave. Your brother believes in you and knows you can beat the serpents, over. Stop saying serpents. Do you recall where weapon is, over? Yeah. It's in the closet. Understood, all set then, over. No, I mean the hall closet. Crap, over. Yeah, well, I guess I'll have to take your word about all this. You are sure about all this, right? Absolutely, extremely certain, over. Over and out, Squirt. Alright. Over, but we just started. Checked in with these achievements are wonderful. They have like little custom drawings for everything. I literally looked into how to wipe my achievements so they could fucking pop up as we went through this. Like literally fucking if we go to the save menu, I have this save file from just like right before I started recording, not that long ago. I had to wipe the fucking achievements. So they would pop up with their little drawings. They're fucking wonderful. I love them. Anyway, one last thing before we go. Since she's been gone, you've seen less and less of Pa over the years. Guess he had greener pastures to move on to, or bluer beauties. That little girl there, she's destined for big things. Big hopes, big fears, big worries, big lonelinesses. Now hold on, pull yourself together. What would your mom say if she knew you were thinking like that? You really wish you knew. You usually don't have much to record in here on account of the humdrum life you lead, but you think today will be a different story. Maybe you should take a moment and record a note now, just in case it's your last chance to set down your final words before your tragic demise at the hands of a horrible snaky thing. Right. It's locked. If you wish to gain access to your long-buried or recently buried secrets, you have to use the diary key, which we have. You unlock and open your diary. Nice, juicy secrets, here you come, except they're just your boring secrets, so you don't care. Hell yeah. You usually don't have much of recording in here on account of the humdrum life you lead, but you think today will be a different story. Maybe you should take a moment to record a note now, just in case this is your last chance to set down your final words before your tragic demise at the hands of a horrible snaky thing. True. Maybe something from your past will shed light on today's terror mystery, some little detail mentioned offhand and forgotten, the key kicking off a causal cascade of connections that terminates in a catastrophe of snake monsters. April 13th, 1994. Dear Diary, ho hum, nothing much happened today. I tried to make some new friends at school to maybe expand our social circle beyond just me and Jude's friends all the time. Wait, is it weird to call my brother's friends my social circle? Ah, well, you know what I mean, Diary. I don't have any friends I can really call mine, so I'm trying to branch out. I guess it's better than calling them my web ring. The kids at school are jerks, though. They called me a poser when I tried to talk to them about games I like and stuff. Between you and me, I think a bunch of kids at the school might be evil? Jeez, now I'm sounding all paranoid like my brother. They're just up to no good, I can feel it. Signed, Joey. June 12th, 1994. Dear Diary. Whoa, first day of summer vacation. I can't wait to get a break from all those clowns at school. Sometimes I think what I really need is a vacation from humanity. Signed, Joey. October 25th, 1994. Dear Diary, I can't believe I haven't recorded an entry since the beginning of last summer. Needless to say, I've been back to school for a while now. Next summer can't come soon enough. I came home to a drunk babysitter again today. Sure, some quality adult supervision we youngsters are getting around here. She means well enough, though. Haven't heard from Pa in weeks. Last we saw of him, he popped in the house to drop off more stupid mummies and globes or whatever, then skipped off to go on more adventures. What a bozo. Also, how lame is it that he made us call him Pa instead of Dad while we were growing up? I miss Mom. Signed, Joey. If this is going to be the last entry in your diary, then by gum, you're going to scare the bejesus out of whoever finds it once your snake shell. November 11th, 1994. Dear Diary, forgive my hasty and nervous scribbling. I'm kinda scared, but maybe also a bit excited. Anyway, can't talk much now. There's a sly and cunning monster on the prowl. Probably possibly hungry for kid meat too, so I've got to... Okay, I don't have a darn clue what I have to do, but I'll fill you in later once I do it. Signed, Joey. Satisfied you've done your duty vis-a-vis posterity and in case the worst should happen, you relock your diary and hide the key again. Safe and sound. If writing a diary about tactics, please share. Over. I'm hanging up now. Not a phone. Over. Click. Dial down. Can you see through a window? You are making sound with mouth. Over and out. Alright. And I think that is probably going to wrap up this episode. Actually, we might as well look at the diary one more time, because, you never know. You've already done your due to history by recording your potential last words. Time to shake a leg. Alright. Yeah, let's get going. But I think this is a good place to end this episode. And, yeah. Next, we'll be going in the hallway and trying to find our flashlight. And it's going to be an interesting little thing. What should I call this? Let's call it, oh, why did it freeze? Oh, no. There we go. The hives get swapped. Okay. Beautiful. Alright, that's wrapping up this episode. I'll see y'all next time. I don't know if these will all be this long. I'm trying to split them up by the little puzzles and stuff, but meh, we'll see. See ya soon.